You are tuned into 24 into 7 channel of All India Radio. In this episode of our special series on sports, Know Your Sports, we are today going to talk about a European sport which is slowly but surely gaining its ground in India. Rugby is the chosen sport for today's episode, and we have Deepak Dagar, an international player of rugby, talking to Nitish Arora.
Hello friends and welcome to the arena of sports. Today I am going to take a sport which is a rage in many Western countries, but India is lagging behind. That doesn't mean that we are not playing this game. We are playing this game at national level. It is there in all our national games. And in a few films of Bollywood, we have had a few matches of this game, which may have also made it even more popular. And we have with us Deepak Dagar, who has played for India, represented India in many countries. And the game is rugby. Welcome, Deepak.
Thank you.
Tell us more about this game because very few people know it. As I said that maybe Bollywood has given it a little flip in one or two movies I have seen a rugby match being played. But largely people of India do not know much about rugby. Tell us more about rugby.
Rugby, totally combative sport where more contact is there, okay? And in rugby, there's two format actually. That's one is sevens and one is 15. So when 7 players are playing, that format called sevens rugby, and when 15 players are playing on the same field, that format called 15-a-side. Oval shape ball we are using in this game, and the whole body is included in this sport actually, from your leg to your hands. You know, like football, we are just playing with the foot. We cannot use our hands, but in this sport we use hands as well as the kicks also.
So the ball is an oval shaped ball and you kick it. How big is the field? How do we score? What is the scoring pattern?
Actually similar to the football field. It's 110 meter long and the width is about 60 to 70 meter.
That is why it is something also called rugby football.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually we are playing with the foot also, so that's why we call it rugby football.
So you start from the center line. There are two formats. One is rugby sevens, wherein both the teams are having 7 players.
Yes.
And then there is another which is called rugby 15, wherein both the sides are having 15 players. What is the difference apart from number of players playing in this?
Not much difference actually, and the rules are also same, but the difference is only that the players are playing 7 and the other side 15 players are playing. That's it. There's no difference actually.
So with 15 it must be more physical.
Yes.
And with 7 it must be more faster game, more running, less of physical contact.
And the duration is also less in sevens.
That is what I want to know. How long is the match? It is played for how many minutes?
The 15-a-side game is about 80 minutes and the rugby sevens is about only 14 minutes.
14? Only 14 minutes?
Yeah, there's 7 minutes half only.
So the rugby 15s, is you said 80 minutes divided into 2 halves.
2 halves, 40.
And half time is for like
10 minutes.
10 minutes play.
Yes.
So do we have rolling substitution or do we have people sitting on the bench also? How many people actually take to the field for a particular match in a team? And how many of them, like, you can keep them sitting on the bench and keep on rolling?
Actually 7 players are sitting on the bench and 15 players are playing. So there's 22 players are in a batch.
So a lot of scope for very many players to play. And what about rugby sevens? Again 7 are on the bench?
No, actually there's 5 players on the bench and 7 players are playing on the field.
So how is the field divided? Like in football you have 25 yards line, then you have a central line.
Field rugby has also different lines actually.
Please do tell us that.
The side lines are called outline and the center line is called center line, where the game is starting from the beginning. And there is a 22 yard line also. That is called, like in football you say that's a penalty area or something. So that's a 22 yard line also. That is called a penalty area.
Okay. The scoring are different. You can also score with foot, but you can also score with taking the ball and running to the opponent.
No, there is a trick actually.
Please.
When you are going to score, your ball, your hand and the ground, they must be all contacting all together.
Which is when you are scoring.
That's called touchdown.
When you are carrying the ball to the opponent goal.
Yes.
Tell us about the point distribution.
Yes. Actually, when you are going for the touchdown, you get 5 points, and there's a goal post also. When you are kicking through the goal post, you get 2 points.
Okay.
It means you are getting total 7 points.
Mm-hmm. So the goal post, the 2 poles which do not meet. So
yes.
That sort of a goal post is it?
Yes.
So how high are these goal poles?
The poles are 22 meter high actually.
22 meter high.
Yes.
And you have to restrict your kick to the height of the pole?
When you kick, your ball has to go higher than the 10 meter. There is a bar always.
Okay.
Your ball has to go above that bar.
Above that wall. So from what distance can you actually score?
But there is no distance. There is a line. When you go for the touchdown,
Even no, for the touchdown is fine. But even if you are like using a kick to score, can you like make the kick from half line?
you can kick, yeah.
From anywhere?
Yeah, anywhere, from anywhere.
But it has to cross 10 meters height.
Yes, yes.
And cross the goal.
And cross the goal.
And what is the width of this goal post?
That goal post is about a 12 meter actually.
12 meters.
Yes.
So lot of space to score.
Yes, yes.
That is why you do not have a goalkeeper.
And from line to line, you can touch down anywhere behind the line.
From line to line, anywhere behind the line.
Yes, anywhere.
Even outside the goal.
Yes, yes, yes. You can score.
Okay, great. 15 players game is more popular or sevens is more popular?
Now sevens become more popular. The sevens game, it is including in Olympic games now.
On our national level in India also we play rugby sevens
Yeah, we play rugby sevens.
for the national games.
Yeah, everywhere rugby sevens is most popular.
So tell us about if anybody wants to start playing rugby here in India, how can he start? Do we have regular fields?
We have one regular field in Delhi also. That is in DDA Vasant Kunj. So we have that proper field of rugby over there. And one academy is also running over there. In India, club level is very good. Like in Delhi also, we have 3-4 clubs that they are playing rugby.
In fact, one of our Bollywood star is also a rugby player.
Yeah, Siddharth Malhotra.
And prior to that, Rahul Bose.
Rahul Bose, he's still in rugby actually.
He's still in rugby. So people who are like kind of starstruck and really want to take up to this game, youngsters, how can they start?
They can start from the schools also.
From the
It's in the SGFI, School Games Federation of India. So they can go from the schools also.
Provided schools are supporting it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Is it a costly game?
No, it's not. You just need shorts, t-shirt, shoes and just a ball. That's it.
And this can be played in rain or snow.
Anywhere,
or
anywhere,
It's
yes.
not an issue. So what sort of a fitness is required? And if really somebody is interested, so how should he physically and mentally make enough? Because this is I think a sport which is very injury prone and it's a very big contact sport. So what sort of fitness?
If we talk about general fitness that everybody looking for the game, the general fitness means you have to build your endurance first, because if you want to play 14 minutes is just sprints and sprints only. So you need to build your endurance, you need to build your speed, and in sevens there is not much physicality, so you don't need that much strength. But if you want to play 15-a-side game, so you need a strength also.
Many times when I've watched these rugby matches, in fact I have seen you also playing, if I'm not wrong, it was 2015 in the national games at Tiruvananthapuram.
Yes, yes.
And I have seen that the rugby players sprint very fast. Didn't it ever came into your mind that if I switch over from rugby to sprints, maybe perhaps I'll qualify easily for the Olympics and win a medal?
You know, sprint players, they are coming into rugby now because they think they can have more opportunity in rugby actually.
Oh, it is the opposite.
Yes, it is opposite actually. Because in athletics, there is lots of numbers that they are doing. But in rugby, there's very less people who are playing, and there's lots of scope in this.
But sprinters I've seen more or less, usually they are very thin, very lean. And rugby, apart from being fast, you need to have that kind of a strength wherein it's like martial strength. So they have to make it up, or
Yes,
they normally qualify. Any sprinter is good enough for rugby.
Sprint is the basic requirement in this game actually, because if you want to score, you have to run faster than the defenders. So sprint is basic need of this game. So if you have speed, so it means you are fulfilling the requirement.
But sprinters are shy of having any physical contact or injury, because it's really tough, because you have to really bang against another person. A sprinter doesn't need to do that.
That's why, you know, many sprinters, they play only sevens game.
Okay.
They don't go in the 15s actually.
So in India, we are largely playing rugby sevens and we're not playing rugby 15s.
We are playing rugby 15s also, but rugby 15 is most costly game actually.
Okay.
If you want to build your strength, you need supplements, you need a good diet, and if you get injured, you need to take care of your injury. So that also costs money.
So what kind of a protective gear does a player has to wear when he's playing?
In rugby sevens and rugby 15s, they use similar protective gears actually. There's a head gear. If somebody tackle you, your head can bang. So they just wear a helmet. That's it.
It's
Nothing
a soft
else.
helmet.
That's
it's
a soft helmet. Yes, yes.
Okay. Then you have to protect your teeth also. So
Yeah, you need gum shield also.
Gum shield, just like the one which is worn by boxers.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's the same gum
Same
shield.
one, same one.
And the groin area, or
No, nothing. They
you
use
have
nothing.
to pad up.
No, they use nothing.
No pads, nothing.
No, nothing.
Oh my God, this is a tough game.
That's
rough
why it's
and tough.
Yeah, rough and tough. Yeah.
Rough and tough. So now tell us about your journey in rugby. When did you started? How did you started? As I said that the game is not very popular and very few people are coming into it. How come you started to play rugby? Who introduced you to it?
I started in 2005
2005.
when I was in school. I was maybe 15 years old.
15.
Yeah.
Okay. Where
My
was your schooling from, in Delhi?
Yeah.
So your school was playing rugby.
No, my school is not playing rugby actually. Few kids from my village actually, they has gone for rugby. I don't know how they knew that rugby is going over there at Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium.
Okay, which
So
year
they took me to the Jawaharlal Nehru
Which
Stadium.
year was this?
2004.
2004, and you first time you saw rugby being played in Jawaharlal Nehru
Yes,
Stadium.
yes.
And then you decided that I'll play this.
Yeah, I enjoyed that game, so I started playing actually.
And you were playing some other sport before that?
I was playing football.
You
My
don't
kicking
get-
was very good, so we use kicks also in this. So I get popularity that his kicks are very good
So you started playing rugby at that
Yes.
age with a club.
with the club.
So how did you progress to the national team?
We are starting from the district level to then state level to national camp, then national camp to the national team.
Was
So,
the journey very easy to the nationals?
It's not that easy because right now 1.2 lakh people are playing rugby actually in India.
Okay.
So it's not that easy. And from 1.2 lakh people, you have to come in the main 7 from the 1.2 lakh people. So it's not that easy.
How many states are playing it?
27 now.
27 states are
Yeah.
playing it. And which is the best state?
From the playing point of view, Delhi is producing more numbers of Indian team players. Delhi is the best.
If I as a spectator wants to watch a match,
Okay.
normally it is not very popular
I know.
or it is not popularized. People do not know where we can go and watch this match, because right now the sports scene is picking up in India. And if you find even an athletics competition is being held, the galleries are almost full. People do come throng the stadium, they watch, people bring their youngsters so that they can also be inspired by the players. This is not the case with rugby. Rugby is played at a club level. So the spectators must also be related to the people who are playing. How can a normal person watch a rugby match in India?
The association is now working on this also. Actually, they start sharing details on Facebook, like social media, and now they are advertised in the newspaper also. But it stopped only there at the state level only. It's not on the nationalized level.
Not at the national level.
Yeah.
So state level, is it picked?
Yeah, like if we are playing a tournament in Delhi, so they start advertising Delhi newspapers and all these. That's it.
When is the next big match in Delhi?
I don't know the schedule actually.
Because this physical contact sports are more or less because of the COVID are not being played.
That's why.
You are a player who has represented India for almost more than 15 years now. What is your schedule? How do you prepare yourself? Are you like working daily on the field, playing daily, or you have made a schedule?
Actually, in the off season, I used to go to the gym actually, and evening also I try to do endurance as my own level.
That's it.
That's it.
And matches?
Matches, there's a schedule actually, the year schedule. When the matches come, so I need to increase my all the things like speed training, like endurance training, like strength training. So I need to increase these all things.
Where all you have represented India, which countries, which continents you have played?
This game is more in European countries. So I went to England, New Zealand, South Africa, Dubai, Malaysia, Sri Lanka. So most of the countries
You played against their national teams, or you played at the club level only?
They're national teams.
Their national teams.
Yes.
I think the New Zealanders are the best in the
Yes.
rugby. So how was that match? How did India fare against them?
Actually, we didn't play the New Zealand national team till now. Actually, we played at the local level teams over there.
So was it tough? Even the local level must be very tough there.
Yeah, they are.
New Zealanders are very tough.
Yeah, very tough.
Which national team you played against?
I played South Africa.
South Africa is also a good team.
Yeah, they are the best. They comes in the best 5 teams.
Best 5 team. So how was our performance against South Africa?
Actually, when I was played in Commonwealth Games against South Africa, so they scored around 58 points actually.
And
on India.
our score? What was our score?
Our score was 0.
We didn't even open.
Yeah.
So have we beaten any international team?
Actually, we have beaten Asian teams actually.
Okay, like?
Like we beat Malaysia, Pakistan, Sri Lanka. We have beaten once Sri Lanka. Actually, rugby is the national games of Sri Lanka.
Deepak, the women are also taking to most of the games. How good is the scene for rugby in India for women? Do we have women's team also?
Yeah, we have women's team also, and women are doing better than now boys
International level.
at the international level. They won the silver medal in Asian Championship in 2017, and Prime Minister Modi also praised the team.
Oh, that's great. So, which means women power is more evident on the field of rugby.
Yes, now
And what is our standing in the world if we talk about Indian women's team?
the rank of our Indian women's team is 52 now, better than the boys.
And boys are
Boys are on 73.
73. So there is good chance of improving for both, and the teams are doing good. When you said that 1.2 lakh players are playing, you included the women also?
Yes, women's are also included.
Women is also playing. And do we have some facility for women in Delhi to play rugby?
Yes, the
Same
same
Vasant
field.
Kunj.
Yeah, the same field.
Okay.
Actually, the field is one only in Delhi. So we always use, the both for the both men's and women's the same field.
For someone to become a good rugby player, what should he or she do? And at what age he or she should seriously start playing it?
If you want to go on the international level, you have to start the game at the age of 5 to 6 maybe.
That early?
Yes.
What should he be like preparing? Gymming is important because you need to have
Yes,
physical fitness.
and-
What more? What else? For stamina, what should he be doing?
For stamina, we always do long runs and some drills also related to the rugby. So we do that for the endurance.
Do you keep a standard that you have to do 100 meters dash in this much of time?
Yes, the coaches are noted everything because from our try line to the other try line you have to run.
Okay.
So that's why they take everything.
As you said, more than a lakh of players are playing rugby here in India now. So they must be like yearning for matches because match level practice is the best practice.
Yes,
So
yes.
do we have regular tournaments? What sort of tournaments? Like if we talk about cricket, apart from international cricket that India is playing, at the national level, we have Ranji Trophy, we have Vijay Hazare, we have Kuch Bihar Trophy. So a lot of competitions keep on happening. What about rugby?
We have also lots of tournament actually, and the association are also organizing matches between clubs, between states, and we have a structure now.
Any particular tournament that you can mention?
One tournament is it is very old tournament actually. Scotland and England, their countries, they play this tournament actually, and later India also started this one.
Which tournament is that?
This is All India and South Asia Rugby Tournament.
All India and South Asia Rugby
Yes,
Tournament.
yes.
And teams from other nations also participate in it.
Few years ago, club from outside India, they come and play across here.
This is a regular yearly event.
Yearly event.
You've been playing this game for almost more than 15 years now.
Yes.
Are you satisfied with the kind of progress that the game has made in India?
Actually, when I started, there is very less players are playing rugby actually. But right now, if you can see, Ministry of Sports is also helping. Associations are also, helping the players to come up and play. Now the progress is very nice.
Where do you see the future of rugby in India?
We are a very poor country. In this game, you don't need most costly things. In cricket, you have to spend 10,000, 12,000 for a kit. But in this sport, you need only a ball, that's it. Like in Fiji, they start playing rugby, if they don't have ball, they start playing rugby with the coconut.
Okay.
Because that's also an oval shape.
That is oval shape, but coconut is tough.
They don't kick, but they start playing with the hands.
Like rugby sevens.
Like rugby sevens.
You want to say that because it is not very costly game, because a lot number of players can be involved in a particular match, and yes, it is tough to have very nice fields, but more or less, if you get a clean field, even if it is a dusty one, anywhere in villages, you can start playing it.
Yeah,
so
you can
there's
start
nothing,
playing.
not much money is involved.
Yes.
So you see that there is a future of this game.
We have future in India.
There's every possibility of growing now.
Yes. In the whole world, we are the third number of country that playing most of the players here.
Okay, the third largest
we
number
are
of
the third
players
largest,
we are
yes.
having in the world.
Yes.
And first two are
First two are, one is Japan and South Africa.
South Africa. Deepak, it was fun talking to you and lovely knowing more about this game. I guess this is one sport which has all the potential to grow, and the kind of attention that India is now paying to sports. I think more and more youngsters will definitely come and take up rugby. Any
Yes,
message that you want to give to the youngsters?
The message is only nowadays kids are, they are more getting into the gadgets. So my message is to the kids only that you have to come out and play.
You have to come out and play, come out on the field and test your strength, your endurance, your stamina on the field, not on that screen of mobile or a laptop. That is a great message indeed, because nothing can beat physical fitness. Thank you so much, Deepak. It was lovely talking to you.
Thank you.
In today's episode of the series Know Your Sports, you just heard a conversation between international rugby player from India, Deepak Dagar, and Nitish Arora. We welcome your suggestions and comments regarding our programs on our email ID englishsw@gmail.com. This broadcast came to you on the 24/7 channel of All India Radio Delhi. Please stand by for the next broadcast.